Hi everyone, I'm Francesca. I'm a staff member here at the Salmon Public Library, and I'm so excited to welcome you all to Idaho Family Reading Week. This year's theme for Idaho Family Reading Week is fun and games, and it's all about getting creative and making your own fun. All week long, your local library will be bringing you suggestions for games you can try at home, as well as recommendations for books that celebrate creative play, like this book here, Not a Box by Antoinette Portis. Speaking of things you can do with a box, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a marble maze out of cardboard and a few other simple materials. This activity is especially for children aged 5 to 7, but it can be enjoyed by people of any age. I'll also be sharing some tips for how this activity can be adapted for younger kids and for children with different developmental needs. Ready? Let's get started. To build your marble maze, you will need a shallow cardboard box or lid, a handful of paper or plastic straws, a pair of scissors for you and your child, an X-Acto or utility knife, a ruler, a marker, and some tape or liquid glue. If you don't have straws on hand, you can alternatively use small sticks or scrap paper rolled into tubes. You'll also want to gather some decorative supplies such as markers, stickers, or paint. The first step in creating a marble maze is to decorate the cardboard you will be using as a base. Set out your supplies and invite your child to decorate the top and sides of the box. You won't see the back of the box when using your maze, but you can decorate it if you like. I'm going to decorate my box using this blue and green paint. Once your box is decorated and any paint is dry, use scissors or a knife to make 2 holes at opposite corners of the box. These holes are where your marble will enter and exit the maze and should be large enough to allow the marble to pass through easily. The next step is to decorate your straws or whatever you're going to be using for tracks. If your tracks are already colored, like these straws, you may want to skip this step. I've decided to use these plain white straws, so I'm going to paint them purple. Once you have finished decorating, it's time to plan out your maze. Work with your child to figure out a path for your marble to travel. If you just want to make something simple, you can lay out your straws horizontally, one by one, on alternating sides of the box, leaving room on one end for the marble to fall to the next row. For a more complex maze, you can use different lengths of track placed horizontally and vertically to create multiple paths for the marble to travel and to create traps. Use a marker and a ruler to mark out where the pieces of your track will go. Then, cut your straws to match the lengths of each line. Even if your child is not developmentally ready to participate fully in this process, it will be a good exercise for them to match the pieces of track to the lines that you drew. Another option here is to have your child take the lead by randomly cutting the straws into a variety of different lengths, some long, some short, and arranging them to make a maze. This approach also works well if you're working with a material that's already of a variety of different lengths and might be difficult to cut, like these sticks. Once you've figured out where you want your tracks to go, use tape or liquid glue to secure them in place. If your child is still getting the hang of using liquid glue, you can guide their hand or lay the glue yourself. Then have them place the piece on the glue line. Allow the glue to dry before trying out your maze. Once the glue is dry, drop in a marble and challenge your child to maneuver it to the other side by tilting the box in different directions. You can also offer to time how long it takes for them to finish, then see if they can do it faster the next time around. In addition to the variations I've already mentioned, there are lots of ways you can adapt this activity for younger learners or children with different developmental needs. If you're working with children under 5 or who are still in the habit of putting things in their mouths, replace the marble with a larger rounded object, such as a ping pong ball or a pom-pom, to avoid a choking risk. You may need to space your tracks further apart to accommodate the larger item. If you are using a marble, make sure children are supervised appropriately and that marbles are put away safely when play is done. If you are working with multiple children, feel free to split up the tasks of maze design according to the ability level of each child. For example, Older children can help with maze planning, measuring, and cutting of pieces, while younger children can assist with decorating, gluing, and of course, testing the maze. Remember, the goal of the project isn't for it to be perfect, it's to help our kids learn and grow. So don't be afraid to let them try parts of the process that might be a little challenging for them. Last but not least, here's a nifty idea for turning your marble maze into a simple activity that toddlers can do on the go. Rather than building your maze inside a box, create it on a flat sheet of cardboard just slightly less than the width of a gallon-sized plastic bag. Glue tracks in a simple maze configuration and then place the entire maze inside the bag, along with a marble or similarly sized pom-pom. Then, seal the top of the bag shut with a strip of duct tape. Your little one can work on their fine motor skills by pushing the marble through the maze with their finger. Now it's time for you to build a marble maze of your own. Think you can top this? If you're looking for a related activity to do with older kids, check out our companion video on building an epic marble run, which you'll find linked in the description below. Plus, contact your local library for even more books, games, and challenges you can try for Idaho Family Reading Week. This video was brought to you by the Idaho Commission for Libraries and your friends here at the Salmon Public Library. We wish you so much fun with this project and a great rest of your family reading week. Thanks for watching. Bye!